Hello everyone, Demonkingt here. Welcome back to Amnesia Machine for Pigs. In our last video, made it down to a factory or something. I don't know, I'm winging it. I'm sorry. We're avoiding pigs and we're doing some stuff down here and with acid. Yeah, I remember that part. We're gonna hop right back into it. So, I was supposed to have this video up already, but in the middle of recording, it crashed and the game didn't save me doing this part. So I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I already know what I'm doing. Here you go, child. August 4th, 1898. More experiments with Compound X. Took the dog and injected it with strychnine. After the expected convulsions and spasming, it died just after midnight. I immersed the body in a large tank of Compound X and introduced an alternating current via induction coil for a period of 3.5 minutes. Partial return was induced. However, damage incurred prior to death was retained upon revival, meaning the dog continued in the acute state of strychnine poisoning until I put a bullet in its skull. But drowning? Perhaps yes, it is after all to be the kindest of suicides. If one were to drown, replacing fluids in the lungs with Compound X should theoretically be perfectly possible as a revival method. Alright, so I remember I forgot the door disappears. Because I went to make the video and it screwed up, so not gonna lie to you guys, I remember this part. I think it was here?
It fell onto his hands and they eroded in front of me. To stumps. To stumps. Next time we will use an equal mix of infusion vitae and orgone disperser. No, just take him out. You can dump him in the river for all I care.
The river for all I care. Okay, this is the part where I forgot what I was doing because it crashed right about here. A warning, inflamed it is, burning it does, bleeding from each hole, fore and aft, leaking down my legs, blood and excrement, my lungs are in my vomit. I passed clots of my organs out onto the filthy stone. Drink this, it says, and I did drink it. I did do that. Because of the changes, they ripple in on me. My teeth sneeze out and scatter like mice in the dark. I cannot fathom them all. Gathered what I can, push them back into my grey gums. My fingers but my nails are all weepy and falling out. Drink it, he says. It'll help the running of the fever, because not all can take the change on the other table. A beast under a blanket. I never wanted to see under that, but he drank it too. He passed it under the blanket and I heard it drink. Dear God Almighty, how can a man shed so much blood and still live? So, put that in there. Pull the lever. And run. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Fuck. The door slammed in my face and it terrified me. I wasn't ready for a door to close in my face. You're gonna go there. Oh, that's already ajar. Okay. Just give this a second. It's magicry. Oh, hey. So this must be the acid I needed for the door. Remember that. Come up here and and light it. It's weird you can interact with all this stuff. Remember that a little bit from last video. What's going on here?
Down here, Daddy. Faster, faster.
Why did it not slow me down when the child was speaking? I guess there's only one way to go. This leaking world. The bottle of gin was empty. Sleep seemed impossible. Above the skyline of London, he could only see the temple rising into the smog. Give me 1 second, guys. I've beep beeps in the background. Ooh, I smashed down hard. Ooh, I'm coughing that up. I'm below the tunnels of Londonberg. Am I down there? October 22nd, 1899. Naturally, once bled, the product must be scalded, dehaired and scraped, ready for grumbling and evisceration. For this, we pass them through the steam reservoir, which is kept at a constant temperature by passing excess high pressure venting from the engines via the boiler and a series of large copper pipes into a stone chamber just below the workhouse. At the center of the machine, there is a component that must be kept at a consistently low temperature, which controls operations of the processing of product throughout the system. Alongside this, refrigeration is of the utmost importance in retaining product quality, and this also requires heat to be removed from certain areas of the machine. Two problems are therefore combined into a single solution: the removal of heat from some areas and the requirements for increased heat in others. Conducting panels draw heat using principles of convection regulated by the boiler and sending freezing air along one set of pipes in one direction, superheated vapors in another. Wouldn't they just equal out though?
Allowing this filthy discharge to collect so close to the core.
We can use the flow to drive the turbines. There will always be a torrent of excreta flooding through these tunnels. We can use this to supplement the steam production and ensure constancy.
Dear God, the stench! This fecal matter is the true product of the age.
Fecal matter. What I want to be. Got steps there, and we've got... Okay. Screw you! I know what you... I remember you from the first game. I remember your bullshit. Oh, that side's open, not this side. Oof. So... there's no gaps here. Oh, there's doors. Okay. I'm not gonna go that way. No! I'm gonna have to, aren't I? I'm gonna have to go down there. August 5th, 1899. Several of the older forms have breached their containment area and escaped into the sewers. They remind me of my limitations. This is no Chelm, and I am no Yahoo. At least not quite yet. It is a heat generator from keeping the doorway between open that is to blame. We cannot simply pack them out with coolant as we do with the sentry where the doorway is. Later versions are kept safe by the freezing temperature of those towers. Up here where the air is hot and fetid, they become overheated and the duality tears them asunder. As the other place flies from their cells and their vitae splinters, they live sporadically, torn from one world to the other and back again in violently unpredictable bursts. For a few seconds they are creatures of this world, then they are torn away and cease to have physical form. This vicious ripping back and forth between worlds has driven them quite insane. I have ordered the affected areas sealed and will not allow my loyal workers to enter. These are damned places now, the abode of failed experiments, ghosts of fear and spite. You don't talk to me now. Oh no, that's the thing out there. I don't appreciate it. Did I miss something, maybe? I guess I'm gonna have to die to a pigman real quick. Oh, no, it's just a dead end anyways. Oh. I got scared for nothing. Screw me. I gotta jump in the water, don't I? Gotta jump in the water. No, maybe I don't. So run it back. Where's this? Yes, I hear you down there. You're frightening. Terrify me. Really do.
But we can save them. We can set them free. We can replace a rotten old world with a clean new one. Mr. Landis, you sound every bit the fanatic. Well, how can I be otherwise, Professor? How can any man of ethics simply stand by and watch this world drown in its own excrement? And your engineer, this visionary with whom you have embarked upon this course, does he share your views? Indeed he does. Indeed he does. The poor fellow has seen it all before. Now, this is not the first great civilization he has wept for. And so you set about things immediately upon your return? Naturally. These things cannot be left to rot upon the tree. And sponsors were remarkably easy to find. I tell you, Professor, a trail of greed brings rich men to your door like pigs to truffles.
Pigs to truffles. One in there. I'm gonna have to be careful of. I feel like it's. I don't want to know what I missed. Man, you guys are missing all the good stuff because I'm a scared little bitch. I'm sorry. February 17th, 1899. And I said, "Look, my darlings, can you see it?" And they said, "Yes, Daddy, yes, we see it. A tall, weathered cap of a steep-sided pyramid, so like those of Egypt. Stone falling away from the summit, vines crawling around, intertwining the stucco serpents that thrive upon the steps. A palpable sense of dullness, a weight of forgotten. And this here, this is where the king sat, and this is where this priest lived. This house, this is the house of the dead, and here, where the sun strikes, this is where they threw the hearts that were not consumed. No, my darlings, they most certainly were not savages. You see, they believed that the sky would fall on their heads, and that they truly believed that offering blood was the only way of stopping this from happening. Perhaps, my darling, perhaps they were mistaken altogether. Perhaps their tragedy was they could simply not spill blood enough to prevent the sky from falling in upon them. Got another note. That's it. That's done it. Now I can enter the strange contamination chamber once again and move onward. The waters are pushed back, making the way to the bilge clear, where I can divert the remainder of this filthy torrent back into the Thames, where it belongs, and clear the path to the center of the machine. When I get back there, though. Oh, for a second I thought I like ran off a cliff. I was so terrified for a second.
That's it, Papa. You're so near now.
Okay, so I'm on this side now. Okay, another one up. Sir! Sir! Why can I not move this lever? Screw you, game. I missed the first time. Now we got that done. The music makes this a lot more unsettling. Hi, Mr. Piggy. What you got? Let me see what you got in there. You got truffles? Little bastard. The only one I can look at? Just chills up there. That one's just down. We're gonna lock you back up. Go about our business. Just go right on down. Into the pitch black darkness. Nope, that's dead end. Before I hop down, I want to double check I can't go anywhere else. Huh? I guess I only can go down. Okay, they meet at the same spot. Cool. So I'm not missing out on anything there. Game. Okay, thanks, game, I guess. For some reason, I couldn't go down from the top. You can kind of see the ladder. Slowly going down. If I need to escape, I can come back to these ladders, maybe. Something's angry somewhere. Oh boy. From tie to spine, he placed his head on the vise and spun the wheel until the skull cracked and the thoughts leaked into his shoes. It relieved the pressure for a while, but it soon returned. Oops, sorry guys. Or what was that one? Unless those foul creatures no mind. My instincts have drawn me thus far. I'm sure somewhere in this dank complex is a means of further descent. And I see their faces as they go about their dark business. And yet I watch them sleep and eat and play, and they are so very human, so very childlike. And when I think of what I have seen of the chairs and the cages, I will not think of how such monsters may be sculpted. Okay, no, I thought I muted myself, so I'm very sorry about that.
You seem to have undergone quite a profound conversion in Mexico, Mr. Mann.
You could not have seen it yourself and not, Professor. As we disembarked, even through my fever, I saw the detritus of this so-called progress. I saw starvation and disease, rot and destruction polluting the waters of the Empire. We are ruiners, you and I, and all of us, and we make the world unclean.
And you took it upon yourself to act as Redeemer.
Professor, I would not be so presumptuous. I am merely a conduit. I am constructing an architecture to wrestle our damnation to the ground and smother it with steam.
He's here, he's here.
Oh boy. Who is here? Who's here?
I said you'd come.
Only the bilge pipe pumps. I am at the heart of the saboteur's efforts. In order to keep his hood fled in place, he must have disabled these vast pumps, but he was clearly rushed. Thus far, he has left most of his work incomplete. His clumsy efforts reduced to simply switching off all he could find. I can locate the controls. The remedy will be simple. Stay down there. Ooh, stay down there.
Ahead, the trickle to still waters. I dragged myself deeper into the temple, downward ever, towards a wind that held the voices of my children, beckoning me to set them free.
What was that? I didn't want to click that yet. Not yet. I want to look at this first. Although, before we do this, I'm going to end the video here for today. I'm sorry about that. Thank you all for watching. Hope everyone enjoyed this video. If you are, let me know down. If you're enjoying the videos, let me know down below. Sorry. Until next time, have wonderful days and evenings, everyone. I'll see you all in the next video. Till then, bye, everybody.